we are really privileged to be able to spend this time here and be able to try a whole bunch of sounds. Just the array of kind of percussion and sounds that we have. It's paradise really for any percussionist or musician. My name is Sarathy Korwar. I'm a drummer, percussionist. My main instruments are the drum kit and the tabla. I grew up playing the tabla. It's my first instrument from the age of 8, and I've been playing the drum kit since I was about 15, 16. My musical journey has been in Indian classical music and jazz, really. So learning both those traditions of music separately and then finding the time to experiment and develop a shared language between the two musics for myself. All my music, in a way, is about that shared language between all my influences, and finding ways to, I guess, like mold a sound that is truly sort of distinctive to me and that feels honest. So we've been at Real World Studios for the last couple of days, and it's been an amazing experience just tracking a whole bunch of percussion and drums. And really we're just letting ourselves improvise and take risks and see what comes out. All 4 musicians, all of us come from very sort of unique backgrounds. My training has always been in jazz and Indian classical music, but I also bring, various electronic music influences with me. And that's the same with everyone else, like Magnus comes from his tradition of Afro-Cuban music, but also some Southern Indian music. Yost comes from his tradition of jazz and rock, and Evan comes from electronic music. But we're all drummers at the heart of it, really. And it's again like a chance for all of us to communicate, and find a shared language between us. So we're not thinking in any sort of box. We're not thinking about whether we're making classical music or electronic music. We're just playing and kind of making quick split-second musical decisions, and that's what you get to hear. I was really privileged to be here, and that's all got to do with Asian Arts Agency, really. I applied for this fund that allowed me to come here and spend 4 days tracking music. You rarely get this kind of chance to just come in and just play in a space like this with like world-class engineers, world-class sound systems. I'm hoping to come away with a whole bunch of music that kind of lays the foundation to my next record. I think I've already got that now. I think for me, in my kind of creative journey and career as a musician, being able to make a record like this, again, spending this amount of time, I've not been able to do. So it's a real step up for me. So for me as a creative and being able to apply to these kind of funds, like Asian Arts Agency have been able to help me kind of take the next step in my career in that sense.